Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video might be seen and shared. Celine Driver once again, bringing you another unboxing and review of a watch that is not mine. Been a little while since I got a tour watch in from the Random Rob Discord group, but I have gotten such a watch. Looked interesting when the watch went up for the tour drawing. If you are not familiar with the concept of the watch tour, it's basically something that Random Rob does with the watches that he gets in for review. He offers them out on a watch tour, usually a dozen or so folks that get to experience the watch for a few days, no charge, generally, and then send it off to the next person on the list. You get on the list through a random drawing. It is, after all, the Random Rob channel. If you're not familiar with the Random Rob channel, search that out on YouTube. You will not be disappointed. Anyway, I got on the tour for this Revelot, which is a very nice watch. This is one of their Hexmariner watches in the 39mm size, which is, if I'm honest, a little small on this particular one. I have 39mm watches that wear bigger than this due to the greater lug-to-lug size. We'll get into all that in a minute. But this watch is a little on the small size for me. It is, however, a very nice watch. As of mid-February 2025, when I'm making this video, this particular model is sold out. However, they are saying on the website that they will be getting more production in eventually. There are, of course, other colorways and styles of the Hexmariner 39. They also make a 42mm in this watch. As the name implies, it is a homage to the Rolex Submariner. However, obviously Rolex didn't make a 39mm Submariner, and this has a few twists to make it purely Revelot. Nice case. It slides open. Good quality cardboard, nice and thick. You have in the case, you have, of course, the watch compartment. You have another compartment with your warranty card. Underneath is basically storage, in this case for extra links. The bracelet is a pin and collar bracelet, so you might want to be careful when you size this thing. You'll need a punch and block and the patience of the infinite. Nice cushion. And this is on the optional bracelet. There are also other strap options for this. The bracelet is optional. Yes, I know the bracelet is on backwards. I did not do that. This is how the watch came to me. Quick release spring bars, which is a nice touch, so it would be easy to correct. However, quite frankly, I'm just too lazy. Now, fortunately, the watch pretty much fit me right out of the box, so I didn't have to, kill brain cells working on a pin and collar bracelet, which I absolutely dislike. But it fit, so thank you for the previous owner for that. This is in the Black Ember, E-M-B-E-R, Black Ember steel, owing to the black dial, black bezel with the hints of ember orange in the bezel, and of course the pop of orange on the text of the dial and the second hand. It is a nice action rotating bezel. It, of course, unidirectional, being a dive watch. Lines up fairly well. Not the greatest, but, very Seiko-like. You can see the texture on the dial is hexagonal, raised hexagonals, hence the name Hexmariner. So a nice takeoff on Submariner. Nice watch. You have a display case back, but it doesn't display very much because of that custom, I guess you would call it a honeycomb-like pattern that covers the movement. Now, admittedly, the NH35 movement is not exactly the most scenic and decorated movement that ever came out of a watchmaker. But, it's nice to have. But the top and bottom crystals are both sapphire. The case is 316L stainless steel, as is the O-style bracelet. Of course, this one is nicely faceted. There are a few scratch marks on it because, of course, this watch has been on a tour. Some plastic still remains on it. The clasp is also 316L stainless, as is, as I said, the bracelet. The links come with the little arrows to show you which way to push the pin out. It has a glide lock system. Now, of course, signed crown. Well, the crown is actually signed also. It's also loomed. Signed clasp with a glide lock system, very, very much like the one you find on a Zelos at some point. Pushing in, you don't have to do anything. You just push in and it ratchets. If you want to pull the micro adjust out, you pull this lever back and it releases, and you have 1, 2, 3 clicks. Mine was on the middle click, I believe. There. Very simple indices. They're all hexagonal, as is, fitting of the name. Of course, the 12, 3, and 9 hexagonals are elongated. You have a date window, very subtle date window at the 6 o'clock position. Some text at the 12 and at the 6 o'clock as well. Full loom on the hands, full loom on the indices, and of course, loomed bezel insert, which is a ceramic bezel insert. And as I mentioned, the screw down crown is loomed as well. Screw down crown does come out with a distinctive pop. You can feel it in your fingertips. You can hear it. First position is your quick set. Second position does not hack the movement. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was the first position earlier. Now the second position hacks the movement. So my bad. I didn't pull it out enough. Let's try that again. First position. And second position. Does not help that my fingernails are too short right now. Screws down very nicely, very smooth. Integrated crown guards. Give you a wrist shot. I have lost some weight recently. I do not know for a fact if my wrist is 7.25 inch, or maybe it's down to 7 inch. I have had to resize all my bracelets as I wear them. So I might be down to a 7-inch wrist now. But on my 7-inch wrist or 7.25 inch wrist, it fits nicely. I mean, it's not terribly broad across the wrist. I'll give you all the measurements in a minute. It's not terribly broad across the wrist. This watch could be worn definitely by someone with a 6.5 inch wrist, maybe even down to 6.25. Shout out to my friend Jason from the Design Atelier channel. He could probably wear this easy. It doesn't look clownishly small on me. However, I prefer a bigger watch, so I would have probably gone for the 42 millimeter version of this watch. Not to say that this watch didn't wear beautifully and wear very comfortably. It is, as I said multiple times, a 39 millimeter case diameter. It's 13 millimeter thick to a flat crystal, 44 millimeter lug to lug, 20 millimeter lug width, and it is a 200 meter water resist, as it says on the dial. And as I said, it is an homage to the Rolex Submariner. It's a little smaller than your typical Submariner, even with the super case. But it does wear very similar to my Submariner, if that helps at all. And it doesn't have quite the bezel action of a Submariner, but it is a 120 click bezel. And it, no slop once it's locked in. It's a good watch. It's a solid piece. Got no complaints about this watch, other than, I wish it was a 42. But that's basically it. I've had it for a day or so. I'll probably wear it for another day and then send it off to the next person, and thus the tour will continue. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it to be informative, useful, educational, etc. If you did, please click that thumbs up button for me. It does help with the YouTube search algorithm and helps bring people to the channel. And that is a good thing. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. I do read them all. I do respond to them all. However, if you are going to try to troll me, you are going to try to insult me, or you're going to leave links to bad places on the interwebs, I will simply delete the comment and block the commenter. There's always one. You never win, and you never learn. Such is life. Anyway, that's that's the rules of the channel. Don't be nice. Be nice. And as I always say at the end of my videos, it is a crazy old world out there. It is becoming a little less crazy in 2025, I feel, but it is still a crazy old world out there. So when you are out there, please be careful, stay safe, be well. See you soon.